Joined by Martin Biron. Marty, Finland has released its Four Nations face-off roster, so let's run down their lineup. You're a goalie, so let's start there. Jussi Saros, Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen, and Kevin Lankinen are between the pipes. Who do you think is number one, and how do you think that goaltending stacks up against the USA, Sweden, and Canada?
You have to go with Jussi Saros as the number one goaltender there. He's done it year after year. You look at Kevin Lankinen, and yes, he's had a great start this season with the Vancouver Canucks. But in training camp, he wasn't signed to an NHL team. So I think this is a great story for him to make the Finland squad for the Four Nations face-off. But it is Jussi Saros and Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen, obviously a little bit less experience, but still a good option. But Saros has got all the experience. And, he's used to kind of put the team on his shoulder. With the Nashville Predators, this is not a team that can score a ton of goals, that have always been more defensively minded, but rely a lot on goaltending. Even before Jussi Saros, it was Pekka Rinne, and now Saros doing the same thing in Nashville. I think this is the way that Finland can have success. Get a hot goalie like Jussi Saros to steal your games, and then you can move on with the Four Nations face-off and have some wins, and let's see what happens.
The Finns have got a really strong group up the middle. Barkov, Aho, Hintz, and Granlund is a pretty strong four-pack of centers. What do you think about the Finnish forward group up the middle, Marty?
Oh, I like it a lot. I mean, every time you put a guy like Sasha Barkov in the middle and you say, okay, you're going to lead the way, not just offensively, but defensively. He's one of the best two-way center in the league. And then you have Sebastian Aho, third-line center, because Roope Hintz is going to have to play some minutes in an offensive type of role. I think you're really stacking the middle of the ice. And then you add a guy like Mikko Rantanen, who is one of the most underrated type player in the National Hockey League. And you're going to play him with Barkov and probably Artturi Lehkonen. They're already played together, Lehkonen and Rantanen in Colorado. So with Barkov in the middle there, I think this is going to be fun to watch. Now, does that mean that all of a sudden Finland is one of the top teams at the Four Nations face-off? No, they're not, but there's some really good pieces. And if you have to look at in net and in the middle of the ice when you're forward group, well, then you can compete. I mean, there's going to need some guys that are going to have to step up in a big way, but at least you have the bones, right? You have the center line and you have your goaltending at the level that you would want it for those type of tournaments.
Hey, Patrik Laine has been named to the team. He just got back from injury, but by the time the puck drops on the tournament, he's going to have over 2 months back on the ice. How much can he mean to the Finns?
Well, I think he gives them an emotional boost, and he can mean a lot of things. He can mean the offense. He can mean special teams, power play. Imagine games tied 2-2 in the third period, late in the third, and Finland gets a power play, and you've got Laine on the left flank, ready to take one-timer or catch and release, like his first goal of the year with the Montreal Canadiens beating Sorokin over the glove. Like, that could be a game changer. No, I don't know where Patrik Laine will be physically when the tournament comes around in February. This has been a lot for him in the last calendar year, having to take some time away for, mental health reasons, and then the lower body injury and returning to the ice. It has been a long year. But if he's feeling 100%, not only do I think Patrik Laine is a great choice emotionally for Team Finland to say, hey, let's bring this guy that everybody likes and let's have him in the locker room. But I think if he's being asked to produce offensively and if he's really good and feeling healthy, I think it could be a difference maker, especially on the power play.
What about the blue line? Miro Heiskanen is going to be taking a lot of minutes at the back end. He's joined by Lindell, Mikkola, Mata, Ristolainen, Välimäki, Hakanpää. How do you think this D is going to do against the forward groups, say from Canada, the U.S., and Sweden?
I think it's going to be tough. I think that is the weakest link for Finland. And obviously, you're only picking from 37 skaters in the NHL. Like, this is a very, very limited group of players you can pick. And you look at the goaltending, has been very solid. Look at the forwards group. I think they're very solid as well. But the blue line is going to be tough. Look, Miro Heiskanen is going to play 30 minutes every night. And right now, if you're the Dallas Stars, you're thinking, do I want my star player, defenseman, to play 30 minutes? Because when he returns, what does that mean? Is he going to be tired? Could he get injured? So I think Heiskanen's going to play a ton. I think that, you look at Ristolainen, he's probably going to play a ton. And he's always fared well with Team Finland in international competition. So But that group of 6 or 7 defensemen, for me, is going to get overwhelmed when playing the top talent in Finland and Sweden, US, and Canada.
Seems like the bettors agree. Finland's plus 700 to win the tournament on FanDuel, so they are clearly the underdog going in.